All Kevin, Carl L. Tuck, and Saffron, Kira Thompson, have left to do is save their mother, Lisa, Felicity Ward, and dad, Mike, James Dryden, from pure evil, Jermaine Clement, having arrived at the Time of Legends with a full map. On Time Bandits Season 1 Episode 10, Fortress of Darkness, it's a no-holds-barred struggle for the blueprint of all creation, and the last choice rests on a geeky child in his pajamas. Hen, Josh Thompson, is introduced by Bitterleg, Rune Tempted, who sympathizes with the giant on the difficulties of being tall. Kevin also introduces himself by peering head over the island's edge. He queries Hen on whether he would be able to save his parents. Hen agrees to assist, then regrets it when he learns he needs to bring them to the Fortress of Darkness. Hen starts across the sea toward the Fortress of Darkness. Penelope, Lisa Kudrow, probes Kevin about his intentions inside Gavin's, Maka Pohatu, and Susan's, Kino Jela, hut. Kevin claims he intends to ask pure evil to free his parents. Penelope finds this unlikely to be successful. Agreed are Bitterleg and Wiggett, Roger Jane Sengiumba. Saffron keeps sketching with the items in her lunchbox, adamant she has a better idea. Susan shows up to say they came. Penelope says goodbye to Gavin emotionally outside. Hen leaves after setting the complete bunch on a frozen section of ground. The Time Bandits bring the children to the fortress, but are unsure about their entrance. They disperse upon the sound of someone approaching. John, Ben Francham, the regenerating servant of pure evil, comes out of the fortification. Announcing his discovery of the secret entrance, he spies the well-hidden bandits. Hoping out loud, he turns back in hoping no one follows him in. Staying with their promise to deliver the children to the gates of the citadel, but not entering it themselves, the bandits wish the children the best of luck. Kevin gets their map from them. Widget hands it to him on Penelope's direction grudgingly. The children drop through the floor as they enter the fortification. Kevin wakes up in his bed covered in pajamas but without his translating cap. Saying they heard pounding, his parents visit to check on him. Kevin sprang from sleep to give them a firm hug. According to his parents, he must have had a terrible dream. Kevin insists he wasn't asleep and starts moving the wall to show them how his room in a time warp looks, but it doesn't move. Kevin looks about his room and finds mementos of his many exploits. Concerned, his parents assure him it was just a bad dream. He tries to clarify that it wasn't horrible and that he had fantastic adventures all around the globe and over history. How he negotiated all the amazing places he visited, his dad wonders. Is he carrying a chart or atlas? His mother asks. They note that his bed now features something fresh. Kevin stretches across and grabs the map. His mother advises him to tell her, since she claims he most likely has horrible dreams. Kevin leaps to his feet and starts across the bed. Carrying the map, he wonders how Saffron is doing. His dad tells him he should not be jealous of his older sister. Kevin questions them on that, pointing out that his own parents would have knowledge of his birth before Saffron. He inserts the map inside his yellow lunchbox and puts on his translating cap. His parents start to shake, then change into John and Damon, Johnny Bro. Laughing in a flash of flame, they vanish. Kevin's room's walls come away to expose pure evil's throne room. Kevin teeters just on the floor's brink. Saffron grabs him and drags him to better ground. From his throne, pure evil extends greetings. Their parents are chained just alongside the throne. They say hello to the children. Kevin probes whether they have suffered as inmates of pure evil. Their presence in the citadel makes them both rather content. Mike claims he has helped pure evil's internet connection to get better. Lisa notes some of the decor improvements she has done. Kevin's parents push him to provide pure evil with the roadmap. Kevin objectates. Growing enraged, pure evil promises to cause Kevin and Saffron much discomfort. Penelope and the Time Bandits show up out of nowhere saying they won't stand for that. Excited the others have arrived to save them are Kevin and Saffron. Penelope reveals they were also taken prisoner. Claiming the catch, Fiona, Rachel House, walks in with a red-hot poker for the inmates. Pure evil wonders about her tracking of them. She claims they were standing outside ready to enter on their own. According to pure evil, there is no benefit for bringing them in anyway. Back to Kevin, pure evil reminds him to provide him the map. Since pure evil has already requested politely, the Haddock parents tell him to simply take it. As it turns out, he cannot. One has to provide the map. He shows them the life they may have in return for the map without torture them for it. Alto sees a scenario in which he is playing to widespread adoration on stage. Emmy, Jen Van Epps, cheers on the balcony. Widget sees himself as the brightest man in the planet, able of opening any jar. Vitalik's fantasy reflects him and the Time Bandits exactly at that moment. Pure evil strikes Penelope with a vision of sitting down to a meal with Gavin and their 2 children, despite her raising some quite harsh questions regarding the viability of everyone being in Vitalik's fantasy at the same time as being in their own. Penelope smiles, and pure evil takes that as her preference what she sees. She corrects him, pointing out that his vision shows he is not omniscient after all. She would hate to see Gavin compelled to love her, since Gavin does not love her and her vision is not what she wants. Pure evil dismisses her criticism and walks over to Kevin with his closing offer. He offers Kevin his life back with certain modifications. Kevin talks to Saffron, and together they turn down the offer. Pure evil notes that should they fail to present it to him, the Supreme Being, who intends to wipe all human history, may find it instead. The Supreme Being already erased the void that the bandits know Judy took. Pure evil wonders why he would never wipe off the planet. He only wants to make life miserable. He would thus torturing Kevin by torturing the ones Kevin loves most to acquire the map. Until pure evil means the Time Bandits, his parents are worried. The torment of the Time Bandits by pure evil is cut short when the Supreme Being makes a splashy arrival, slamming into the throne room pillars as a comet erupting from a cloud of dust and smoke. Pure evil grin as he zaps lightning about to accompany a chorus of electric guitars. Penelope admits she took the map. Striding in, snarling at her, the Supreme Being taunts pure evil. He goes to Kevin requesting the map. Kevin groans and grabs the yellow lunchbox from his rucksack. Looking at pure evil, Kevin demands he calls Fianna off. Pure evil does this right away. Fianna tells Widget to phone her, then leaves. Kevin then orders pure evil to send his parents back to their own era free. His parents object that they are really content where they are. Saffron treats them badly for not appreciating all Kevin has done to save them. Startled at her reprimands, they settle in. Kevin makes the same demand again. Pure evil's good with it since he merely abducted them to entice Kevin to the fortification. Mike reminds pure evil he still has to set up his printer. Pure evil determines the map is more crucial even though a moment is still relevant. When Saffron asks for evidence, he brings the parents back and shows them Mike and Lisa seated on the couch viewing TV while browsing their phones, discussing a strange dream they had. The Supreme Being steps in to try to persuade Kevin into handing him the map. Kevin advises him against starting over the universe. Kevin should not ponder about it as the Supreme Being contends he is always right. Kevin is uncompromising. Penelope says to Kevin not to pay attention to the Supreme Being since it has to monitor all creation and rule everything. She informs the Supreme Being that creation ought to be wild and untenable. It could start out as one thing but later develop something else. He wants to correct her since the Supreme Being informs her she's incorrect and the universe is defective. Kevin provides the map and pure evil promises to preserve human history. He will make it terrible, of course, but at least it will still be there. Kevin finds himself in a bind. Holding the yellow lunchbox, he surveys Saffron and the bandits. He decides then and gives pure evil the lunchbox. Pure evil celebrates and crows with fireworks. The Supreme Being seeks to grab the map by firing lightning at pure evil, refusing to accept loss. It fails, but they start battling with their powers. Penelope orders everyone else to leave the fortification and they vanish. Penelope asks Kevin why he decided to give pure evil the map as she is once more out on the ice terrain. Kevin wonders whether that is indeed what he did. Flashback to the time the bandits were considering the viability of their dream future all coexisting. Kevin and Saffron remove their backpacks and change lunchboxes while everyone else is distracted. The Supreme Being has left and pure evil opens the lunchbox within the fortitude, discovering Saffron's artwork. Kevin and Saffron are congratulated by the bandits on deceiving pure evil and stopping the Great Reset from being implemented by the Supreme Being. Kevin gives Widget the other lunch package, and the bandits start to coordinate using the map now. Widget opens the lunch package and finds a sizable, folded and ripped piece of paper, most definitely not the map. People start to panic. The cherub and his associates dash off with the map across distance.